Knocked away and into the net by Muniz. Fulham think they've scored, but referee Jared Gillett says no. Manning sent it in. Azaz. Oh, what a save by Lecomte. Ross Stewart with a chance now to potentially fire Southampton into the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. And it's a chance he's taken.
Welcome to Quick Fix, your bite-sized edition of Fulham Fix, and you join myself and Felix in, I guess, a rather sombre mood in the Riverside right now. What's it? An hour after the final whistle, I think we were both fully expecting, hoping to be talking about, you know, the quarter-final, who we're going to be maybe facing in the quarter-final and continuing this run, and it certainly didn't go that way. I think that's fair to say.
Over the other side of the camera, Ivan, we're watching Port Vale Sunderland play out. It's currently 1-0 to Port Vale. I've just got this feeling in my stomach that Port Vale win this game and then Southampton draw Port Vale. And
At home.
Doesn't it feel like that?
It does a little bit. It's got, yeah.
And just talking about, I mean, we'll get a little bit into the game. We won't dwell on it because it was just a bit heartbreaking. But this morning I had the feeling.
Really?
You know, you have that horrible feeling. And I just felt 3 home games in a week, midday kickoff on a Sunday.
Yeah.
We're a bit spoilt for football, like big games in the Cottage at the moment. The fact that Southampton were going to bring 4,000 and it was going to be a big occasion for them, I just felt like, are we going to get caught cold in a number of ways there? And it sort of happened, didn't it? Southampton was so quick on the break.
Yeah.
Direct.
They were.
And I felt like even though we had close to 70% possession, they probably, I mean, Marco even said it himself actually in a press conference that Southampton probably, it doesn't have many complaints actually about the result.
I mean, certainly not. I mean, the first half especially, I think we relied heavily on them missing in front of the,
they missed a lot of chances in
final third. Yeah, I mean, there was a point where you're like, man, if we make it to half time here, still 0-0.
Yeah,
that's no bad. That's not bad, and then regroup and go again. And I think, testament to Southampton and the way they play and the way this manager's got them set up. And obviously they're on an incredible run. They were, right, I think near rock bottom or near the bottom of the championship, and they've been just climbing and look like they'll continue to do so to the end of the season. Could well end up in the playoffs. And I think, I think the second half we looked a lot more like the Fulham we've been used to seeing this season. And when Iwobi came on as well, again, I think there was a point where you go, okay,
you're wrestling back a bit of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he took control, and we had a few very good chances, and then but just not enough.
It's interesting actually what a Southampton, I've just been in a press conference and a Southampton manager said that it's, in some ways it's easier to prepare against Premier League teams generally because it's so clear what they're trying to do. And I thought it was a really interesting small point he made actually, but like you get so set in your patterns, and I think we see it so often in Premier League where there's almost like a culture and rhythm to the way all the teams play across the Premier League, and it just felt a little bit like, God, they were so intense and direct. It was like that old school sort of football where it was exciting, and I think that slightly got us, we were slightly rattled alongside the 9 changes there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It had that energy in it where like we were a little bit caught off guard. I'm sure they would have been prepared well for it.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, no, I couldn't agree more. They came to us wanting to play their game, and so there was that clash. And their game is that, fast counter-attacking football, that, that press, like, we get the ball. You're used to some clubs coming and giving you that little bit of time.
Yeah.
None of that.
No.
And it was, I think maybe, whether it was unexpected or not, I don't know. But, it certainly, it gave us, it shook us up a bit.
Let's move through some of it. We won't dwell on it, but we've scored from a goal kick that their goalkeeper is slammed into the back of one of their defenders.
I'm not entirely sure what happened there.
It's been ruled out because the referee either said that he blown or that the ball was still moving in motion when the goalkeeper took the goal kick,
Right,
which
okay.
is very, very. I mean, if it was moving, it was just moving.
Yeah, I mean, I'd read. Is that what that's the official
Yeah,
word? Is
well,
it?
I don't. It's my official word.
Is it? Well, I read on a sports website that it was that he hadn't given permission for the free kick yet.
Right, for the goal kick to be taken.
Yeah, for the goal kick to be taken. Now, is that a thing? Do they always have to blow and give? Are we clasping at straws
I
here?
guess no, I guess they do. But it was weird because we wanted
Yeah.
a corner, so they wanted to take the goal kick quickly, having been given it. So it was almost
Yeah.
sort of, but I actually think with that, it was more like it just didn't look like a goal. So the referee freaked out a bit because it just didn't feel like a legit. Do you know what I mean? It was just one of those random things where he thought, oh, something must have happened here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I felt. And Muniz has scored that. You feel like, oh, Rodrigo just needs a goal from somewhere, and maybe that was his goal.
Yeah.
So again, maybe clutching at straws, but that's gone against us. Castagna scored. I thought Castagna had a good game.
Yeah, I think he did.
That was ruled out, and that would have been a lovely moment for him. But what can we say other than fair play?
I think that's it. This is the beauty of the FA Cup. It's why we love it so much. Is that any team in any league can beat anyone. I mean, I got a friend who's a Palace fan, and he's still too embarrassed to speak to me to this day. Holders knocked out by non-league club. It's the beauty of this competition, and sadly, we got to, we have to take this hit, and it's a shame because obviously, over the last 3 or 4 years, we've got used to a manager that takes this competition seriously. It's got us far in these competitions.
Yeah.
And again, it's been, we've been a bit spoiled with that. It's been lovely. It's been a real treat. And, it's a shame to be exiting probably the earliest we have in a little while. It certainly feels that way. That's our cup. But, and again, cliche, we can now focus. Even saying it makes me laugh. Cliche is, focus on the league. That's the joke, isn't it? It's out of the cup. It's cool. We're just going to focus on the league. But genuinely, we've got 9 games left, and we've got a real chance to
Finish top 6, top 7.
Yeah. And go for some European spots. So, we've got to do that. And they're ambitious. I just spoke to Jorge Cuenca. They're not trying to hide that fact. They're going, we want to get Europe. Every game now, we're trying to get Europe, and they're not messing around. There's none of this don't say it or anything like that. That's what they want to do. That's what they're going for. So
it's just hard, in it, sometimes supporting Fulham.
Well, in general, but yeah,
it is. It's just like, so we feel like we're so close to something special, and we have been for a few years.
Yeah,
but anyway,
it's coming. It's coming.
What else is coming is a proper series of Fulham Fix.
Yes.
Where we've got massive names. We're not running out of massive names, players from the current squad, etc., etc.
Yeah.
What we want is you to be involved. So we had a strand of it when we started Fulham Fix, and because we got so many good guests, we kind of went off piece a little bit. But we want your Fulham stories. We've got a great one about Iwobi. We've got the guy that runs the New York Supporters Club
in
America. If you've got a Fulham story about your love for the club, email us fulhamfix@fulhamfc.com. We'll get back to you. We'll get you on the show in some capacity, and we'll share your story because, as well as talking to Fulham players, this is just about what a beautiful club Fulham Football Club is.
Absolutely, and it really is. I mean, look at the view from this stand.
Craven Cottage by the river.
Yeah.
Thank you to Riverside for having us here.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful room. It's a lovely room.
We go again, Forest away.
Come on, you whites.